and welcome to another episode of the Mighty Movie Pod. My name is Ryan.
I'm Josh.
We're back, episode number 60.
Yeah, the big sixer.
Yeah, we're over the hill, as they say. Is that 55?
I don't know.
Do you know old guy stuff?
No, I don't know old guy stuff.
I'm just wondering. I don't know when you're considered over
you
the
are
hill.
getting on in years.
You're a man of age, Josh.
I'm a man of age. I have gray hair.
We're back with another exhilarating episode. There's lots to talk about.
So much. It was a busy time.
It was a busy weekend for the movie lover and hater.
And mostly I feel haters that can't wait to hate.
It's true.
Especially on a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah. Well, it's the internet's crown jewel of hatery.
It really is.
The only thing they hate more is apparently Game of Thrones. So
what happened with that?
I
bailed out of all that a while ago.
No, I know. Like most things, you just talk shit about it. But you watch every episode.
The only thing I've heard so far is that Cersei loves elephants, and that's great.
Oh, they're beautiful animals or something. I don't remember. Game of Thrones spoilers, I guess. Fucking, you're warned. Nothing happens, but you're warned. No, everybody's just mad. It was everybody was like, new episode hype. And then it was like, we have to establish that a bunch of characters are coming back together that haven't seen each other in seasons and have that play. And it was fan service.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the fan service people wanted. So
is Hot Pie back?
Hot Pie was back some in the middle of last season.
Did Ed Sheeran come back?
No, Ed Sheeran? No,
Ed
Sheeran was just in that one scene. He never came back.
Really? Because people made such a big deal out of him being in the show, and I was like,
"You never saw that?"
I saw that one episode here with you guys, and I was just like, "Oh, Ed Sheeran."
Yeah, and what people don't understand is that I skipped an entire season, and I know exactly what's going on. So It was a pointless season. It was the worst season. I don't know because I didn't watch it. Anyway, so people are mad about that. People are mad about Star Wars. What would you like to talk about first, Josh? Because we did see a movie this weekend, which is getting moderate. It's not getting hate. It's actually just getting critical. It's being panned by the critics.
Yeah, it's starting to go down. The audience rating I saw is starting to go down. I mean, a big jump from 65 to 64.
Oh, but wow. No.
Yeah, dude, it seems like it's a middle of the road for most people on that one.
Yeah, I've watched and heard and read nothing. I don't even know what the Rotten Tomato score is for. We're talking about Hellboy.
It's like 15, I think.
Oh, that's not accurate. So I guess we'll talk about Hellboy because fuck.
Okay, you want to do it
because we're already on it because you're giving me a face like that's not right. Josh, what did you think about Hellboy 2019?
I thought it was awful.
Okay. But was it really that awful?
It's pretty awful. Like, it's weird. It's really weird. Like, when the movie ended, the girl behind me went, wow. And I got up and I looked, I was like, yeah, that's the best way to describe it. And then I walked out. Like it's so weird because I really didn't like the movie.
Okay.
At all. I think it's terrible. But I don't regret seeing it. Like, it's not like it is one of those movies that is going to go down with, like, in my mind, like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Double Dragon, like these Super Mario Brothers, where you're like, some kid is going to see that on the shelf when rental stores come back in vogue, watch it, and
see it on the Netflix queue.
Write an essay about the secret genius of it. Like I've seen so many do with like Canon's Masters of the Universe or something like that.
Which is not a good movie.
No, but it's a lot like this movie. It's just a stupid mess.
Yes, and I'm appreciating it in its time now. So here's the thing about it.
It's such a shitty movie, man.
From someone that's able to appreciate like G.I. Joe Retaliation.
This is no G.I. Joe Retaliation, sir. No.
Okay, no, it's not that entertaining.
No. G.I. Joe Retaliation's badass. The RZA is blind master.
First of all, okay, that is true. First of all, the people in my showing, the dudes in there, some dudes came in like right when the movie was going to
Did
start.
you real quick? Did you have anybody get up and leave?
No.
I had so many people get up and leave in my theater.
It when it came hard on the edgelord gore porn type shit.
Towards the end there.
Towards the end,
Yeah.
I figured people might, but no. There was only like 12, maybe 12. No, it was probably more like, there's probably about 12 people in there. But the 4 dudes in front of me, they were at the end of the movie, they were fucking pumped up.
Oh, there was one guy that like this is the best movie he's ever seen.
Yeah,
in my
they
theater.
were pumped.
Yeah.
I the wife decided to accompany me. She said, "I'll go see it with you. Fuck it." And she rather enjoyed it as well. She said that she thought it was all right. And like.
All right.
Like okay, it's not good. Like I'm willing,
No.
I'm able to recognize that.
Yeah, I know.
But there's,
I know,
it's no fucking. It's not Assassin's Creed. It's
Oh,
not.
no.
It's not Ghost in the Shell.
It's not.
It's not fucking.
Suicide.
It's not Suicide Squad.
Yeah. It's almost Suicide Squad.
The plot makes sense.
No, it does make sense, but
The whole thing.
it kind of just jumps from. There's like no plot, and it jumps
No.
from action to action.
Here's the thing. Whoever made this movie, I don't know who the director is.
It's the guy. Do you know The Descent? Have you seen The Descent?
No.
It's his one and only good movie.
Okay.
It's a really good
I've
horror
heard about
movie,
The
but it's
Descent,
it's like this. It's extremely gory, extremely brutal. It's over the top, but it's actually scary. It's really good. I liked it a lot. But he also made stuff like Doomsday and Dog Soldiers, and they're all.
I heard
pretty-
people like Dog Soldiers.
Dog Soldiers is okay for what it is.
Okay.
Like, and I guess you could say the same for this, but like, he's not a good movie maker. Like, he's really bad.
Well, no. That's what I was gonna say.
So is and his writing partner. I think they're brothers or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me, but
that's what I was gonna say. Is that somebody
fucking
tried and wanted to make a good movie, but they
failed.
not capable.
they failed.
Yeah, they just weren't capable.
No, yeah, that's the best kind of bad. Those are my favorite kind of bad movies, and that's why I think it's awful. But I don't.
It wasn't like
I don't know how to feel
like,
about it.
It wasn't made with like cynicism. Like it's just kind of like it's not like you're not like, oh man, they didn't even care. They didn't even try. This is boring.
No.
This is stupid.
There's a lot.
It was just a job. Like somebody cared.
When
They're
we
just
first-
so bad.
Yeah, when we first talked about it, I said there's actually a lot of stuff in here that's in the comics. It's just poorly represented. The entire storyline is really bad because they took 3 stories and tried to cram them all together.
Which is the typical.
And, yeah, and they
Oh, this movie would have killed in 2006.
Yes. Yeah.
And I haven't seen the original or know
Dude, do you
anything
remember
about
when
Hellboy.
those movies like Legion and Priest
Yeah.
were
Oh,
coming
yeah,
out?
absolutely.
This is that movie with
For
Hellboy.
sure.
It's like if Deathstalker had a budget, you know?
And not too much of a budget because the CG work in this is next level bad.
Dude,
And this guy doesn't know how to shoot action.
No,
Until the
which
end,
is weird because all his movies are action.
it was every single time you're like, all right, and we're going for a hit and quick cut, and now we get the impact at a different angle.
Why is Hellboy on the floor? What happened? Yeah.
Every single time until the end where they did a fairly bad fake one shot action scene at the very end of the movie. Very end.
Yeah, very poorly done.
It was very
fake
poorly done
one-shot,
fake
yeah.
where all of the cuts are clearly visible.
Yeah,
and,
It's this bad fake one shot, but it's also the best fight scene in the whole
movie. Yeah. That being said, like I said, the plot is comprehensible. It's so poorly put together because it's like, here's an exposition dump, which is dumb.
So many exposition dumps. But then, like, in defense of that, a lot of Hellboy is exposition dumps in the comics as well.
Yeah.
There's always like an entire page delved into what this monster is and what we're in the city for and why it's attacking this church and the legacy of this family or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that goes on.
It sets up this King Arthur thing like in fucking 1.5 minutes maybe, and then it's like Hellboy,
which is entirely incorrect.
Yeah, whatever. See that I don't know.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter.
He's not Arthur. He is a descendant of Arthur, but his direct line is to Mordred.
So then they cut to like, all right, we're in Mexico and we get our first action scene kind of like right off the bat. We get the humor of the character, which, to be fair, I think is what elevates the movie from total schlock.
Really?
Because
I thought it added to it.
Because here's the thing: when every character is just like, I'm a fucking badass, and this is fucking, I'm badass number one, and we're taking this all super seriously, it would have been unbearable.
See, the funniest part to me was obviously drunk in every scene Ian McShane. He's so drunk through that whole movie.
Dude, he's greasy.
He's slurring every word he's delivering. He just did not want to do this movie at all. And he doesn't need to be there.
No, he was all of the side characters are terrible.
Yeah.
His sidekick, that almost ruined the whole movie for me.
She's awful.
Her performance was, I wouldn't even call it that.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know what it was. It was yelling every line of dialogue.
That was Hellboy, though. He yells everything, dude. He doesn't talk. He just screams most of the time. And I feel like that was David Harbour compensating for the fact that he can't talk with the prosthetic.
Maybe, no, but I'm talking about her.
She's terrible.
Yelled. She had no, like...
Yeah, no, she's always
everything,
yelling.
She had the same inflection on every bit of dialogue.
In it.
That was her whole character. Yeah. She sucked.
Well, and that... Yeah, anyway, yeah.
No, but I mean, like I said, if it was just like, I'm a fucking badass, it would have been unbearable. But instead it was less like...
To me, it felt like they were kind of trying to flip the bird to the Guillermo del Toro movies, and I'm not that big a fan of the Guillermo del Toro movies.
And I've never seen it.
They're good. They're good. But they're still not... They're more Hellboy than this was, but they're still not Hellboy. But yeah, it just felt like they were trying to flip the bird to it and be like, this one ain't family friendly. This one's not your grandpa's Hellboy. Like right off the bat, he's just like, and that was a fucking mistake. And I went, oh God.
Oh, yeah.
The opening line. I was just like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
It's what I pictured Rated R Wolverine was going to be.
Yes, when they were touting the Fox movies, they were touting the whole Rated R thing.
It's Rated R.
And then they came out with two really good movies.
Yeah, and then Logan's the best superhero movie ever made.
Indeed. For what was happening, I appreciated that it was just kind of like, I'm making jokes.
Yeah, well, and like...
I'm kind of lighthearted about the whole situation.
It was just a lot of me just going... And then like shaking my head like, oh.
No, it's not great stuff. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah. No. And I'm saying like, I wasn't like, oh.
If I would have watched this fucking movie on TBS on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved it.
Oh, yeah. This is a movie you put on when you clean in your house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I did with Aquaman on Sunday. It was awesome.
Oh, I bet it was awesome.
I finally watched the scene I missed.
Oh, that's
she eats a rose, and that's the whole scene.
Yeah, you left in that part, and it's pretty fucking funny.
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was them trying to have chemistry.
I was just amazed that she actually ate the rose. Like, and Amber Heard ate that flower, and well, Jason Momoa doesn't surprise me.
That's true. I saw him. I don't know. I was gonna say I saw him do something, but I don't remember what he did in Game of Thrones.
He covered a man in molten gold.
He did. Anyway, back on track. Yes, if I would have saw this on, like I said, on TNT on a Sunday.
The hell is going on? Yeah, that's one of those movies where you're just like, what
is happening? But the fact that like I'm sitting down, I found my mind wandering, and I did that a lot. I've always talked about that being a really bad sign.
Oh yeah.
But every time the scene started, I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And I was somewhat entertained.
My favorite thing was like, it's that Godsmack horror type of movie. You know, that phrase I've decided is to coin.
Yeah, there's new metal all over it.
Yeah. It's that kind of action and horror movie where it's just like lines of dialogue get cut off because they got to kick in the rock and metal, you know? And it's
the new metal.
So bad. It's so bad. Oh,
the thing is, it's not one of the because there's movies where I'm like, if it was worse or better, I would have enjoyed it, and this is like right in a little bit of a sweet spot for me. It could have been better, but then it would have had to be a lot better.
Oh yeah, it would have had to actually be a good movie.
Because some of my enjoyment was just like, ooh, look how bad that looks. Him fighting the giants was there was so much like fake. So what they do to hide a lot of these effects is they add fake camera shake and stuff like that.
Yeah,
even though it's
motion blur
all
kind of thing.
yeah, it's all keyed in. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
they do the fake motion blur and the fake camera shake and stuff like that. It was so kind of nauseating that I found it enjoyable.
Dude. This is a bit of a spoiler, but I don't know, fucking umbilical cord broom.
Oh.
Towards the end there, you're supposed to take that scene semi-serious, I suppose. I laughed so loud that I got told to shut up by the guy that was loving the movie. Shut up, man. That's his dad.
Dude, that effect in particular.
I was laughing so hard because it's drunk Ian CGI cartoon face.
But they had to, yeah, but that's the
They
thing.
had, like,
they
mocap.
had to try to match his, yeah, they had to try to mocap him because the voiceover he's all drunk in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, that's
I
what I'm
laughed
talking about.
so hard. Yeah. Well, that's why I don't really regret going. Is I'm just like, this is so stupid.
Here is a good example of a movie that's better than this movie and thusly worse. Solo, a Star Wars story, is a better movie, but it makes it boring.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't fail spectacularly and it does not reach any heights. It's just
No, that's what I meant when I was like, this is going to be in there with like Double Dragon and Super Mario Brothers. And it's going to be one of those movies that somebody somewhere is going to go, what the fuck happened? Like Riff Tracks is going to get a hold of this.
See, but there's nothing, I kind of disagree because I feel like there's nothing in this movie other than bad effects and stuff that make me go, what? Like, why is this happening now? Like, everything was properly set up, I feel like.
I guess.
Like, whatever made you go, what? Why? What is this? What is this? Which is usually an effect of movies like that you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh my God. Daimyo. Everything with Daimyo.
Who the hell is that?
That was the Asian guy.
Oh, okay.
He kind of comes out of nowhere. We're supposed to take him seriously.
Okay.
And he does nothing.
It's lazy.
And Daimyo is one of my favorite characters in BPRD.
Yeah.
He's so dumb.
It's very lazy, but they go, hey, this guy's from here. He's going to work with us. Boom.
Yeah, Brutenholm. Everything with him is just...
Who the hell is that?
That's Ian McShane.
I don't know any of
Broom.
the names.
He's Professor Broom.
Gotcha.
See, you don't know any of the names other than Hellboy. That's how bad
Which I
this
thought was
movie
a
is.
weird thing to give him a name.
He's
Like
always
Hellboy.
had a name. Oh,
Like
Hellboy? Yeah.
I'm your dad. Your name's Hellboy.
Yeah, well, like... Anyway. I'm
I
not
don't
going
remember
into the
I don't know any of their names. Give me a break. I know... I don't even remember her name.
Mila Jovovich?
Yeah, Mila Jovovich's name.
Nimue.
Nimue. Yeah, I remember Nimue.
No,
that you
you
just
don't.
reminded me.
No, you don't. This is what I'm talking about, dude.
The clock is ticking on the roles that she's getting. I was talking to my wife about this.
Dude, well, once they announced Mila Jovovich in the movie, I knew exactly what we were getting, and it's exactly what I got.
Her husband produced the movie, yeah?
Did he?
I'm sure he probably
I don't
did.
know. He had to.
He had to have.
I
That's
mean,
the only role she does.
It's a Resident Evil type movie.
yeah.
And that's what I mean. It's one of those fucking movies.
So those are bad.
This is bad.
Yes. Correct.
This movie's so bad.
Correct.
Every scene with the Gruagach, the pig.
Oh.
God damn it. Man.
Yeah, he was like a Harry Potter character. I liked him.
He's better in the comics. Yeah, nothing makes sense in this movie, dude.
Okay, actually, you know what? I'll give you one. And when Baba Yaga shows up, that's the first one that made me go like, what is happening? Why is this? The two scenes she was in. Because all of a sudden she's talking to Pig Guy, and then you get that Pig Guy's a bad guy, and you get what he's doing. But at first it was muddied, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then when he goes to see her...
Well, it feels like they're setting up a sequel, like they were going to continue more with it. But the thing is they wrapped up all three of those stories. After that comes Hellboy in hell. Like, he died and goes to hell in the comics. Spoilers.
Well, they did set up a sequel with Shape of Water.
See, and this is the problem: is this movie is the last Hellboy story. After this, it's Hellboy in Hell, which is the official last story. But like everything that has been built up since Seed of Destruction, this is the culmination. And a lot of it does. And like Abe has been there the whole time. And now, so they began with the end and are now going to keep going. It doesn't make any sense, dude.
Josh, do you remember when G.I. Joe Retaliation came out? When it actually came out.
Yeah. Not when it was announced to come out.
Yeah, not when it missed its first
And
release date.
Workaholics did a great episode.
Yeah, celebrating its release, and then it didn't come out. That brought me into the G.I. Joe Retaliation universe, or G.I. Joe movie universe. And I was hoping that they would make more, and they did not.
No, they never will, apparently, which sucks because like Retaliation was exactly all G.I. Joe needed.
The
to be.
RZA is Blind Master.
The RZA is Blind Master. That's the only argument you need.
I think they were hoping to get a new audience in on this ground floor here, and I understand like you're talking about where.
Oh, this will be a cult. This will be a cult classic.
Where can they pull from the comics and blah 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 blah? But
real clear. To be clear, the discrepancies with the comic don't upset me. It's all the fans I see that are like, this is the most accurate thing of Hellboy I've ever seen, when they get everything wrong. I don't like when fans call things accurate and they're 100% not accurate.
And it doesn't, and that shit's stupid, because accuracy at the detriment of the movie is not ever a good thing. So for instance, the first 2 Harry Potter movies are the most faithful to the books. Yeah. And they're the worst fucking movies.
Well, I remember you getting real pissed about the 4th one.
It was the Half-Blood Prince. That one takes tons of liberties, but the movie's still good. You know what I mean? Like
that's not what you told me.
It doesn't. Well, that one, that's a deeper issue. The whole point is the more faithful you are to the source material doesn't always equal good movie. Like, oh wow, they were faithful to everything, and the movie was crap. Like, who cares? Yeah. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie.
Well, because like in my experience, Fellowship of the Ring deviates from the book, but like they cut out a lot of the fat. And it's actually, I think, the best of the 3. 2 Towers. The problem with that one is they cut off a bunch of shit and then added a bunch of shit that they made up, and it all sucks and it's stupid. They have pretty much everything. They swapped in Merlin for Morgan Le Fay, and Morgan Le Fay is actually really important to the story, and they got rid of her.
That was the only good effect in the movie, by the way.
Oh, was Merlin?
Was Merlin, and when he brings in like
the Last Crusade,
he like teleports in the Excalibur. I guess spoilers. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's Hellboy. Who cares?
Yeah, he brings it in, but like you can tell it's not the real thing. It's kind of got that.
Yeah, it's like wobbling.
Yeah, wobbling and stuff. That was the only good effect in the whole fucking movie.
Really, I thought his rapid aging was really good.
Yes, that whole bit was good.
The whole Last Crusade thing.
Some of the practical gore was good too.
Some of the stuff in the movie, and this is why I don't regret it. Some of it, I'm just like, yeah, this is Hellboy. And then somebody goes like, fucking dick suck. And I'm like, oh, that's... And then a head explodes. You know, I mean, there's a lot of gore in the Hellboy book, but like, it was gratuitous at this point.
Oh, yeah.
You know? It's unnecessary.
It's so stupid.
It's really bad.
And it reminded me of days gone by. And I was like, damn, can you imagine? Nobody's into this shit anymore. What were they thinking? This is amazing.
I don't know. Yeah. I think that's what it was. That's what it was. Not like, how did this get made? It was like, they still make movies like this, you know? Like, who okayed this movie? You know, it's just nuts to me that a movie, like you said, would do gangbusters in like the early 2000s. They were like, finished product, put it out, you know? Like, and it's so crappy. It's so and it's just in the age where we have these adaptions like we do, this tomfoolery got a stamp of approval, and they're like, people will come out in droves for this one.
Brand recognition, if there is any.
And that's the other thing. Hellboy's kind of niche, you know?
And David Harbour.
Yeah,
that's the two things they were
definitely done. Well, and I guess McShane to a point, I would say.
Mila Jovovich, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
there are clocks ticking on these roles that she always.
I agree with you, dude. 100%, dude. Like, she's
not that she was like bad.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, she's never bad. She's just not good.
Yeah. Okay, she was bad. Fuck it.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, about her performance, because the character
she was certainly there.
she went for it.
She would really.
No,
No.
no.
I was gonna say she's the same person she always is. She sits, she looks hot, and says lines, and then the scene ends.
She's 42, man. It's not gonna last much longer.
She could
These
be
are my
like
wife.
Helen
These are my
Mirren.
wife's
Helen Mirren's still hot as hell.
These are my wife's words, not mine. All right.
Ah.
Okay. So,
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's so this is the weird part. See the movie. Like for sure, see the movie.
well, if we're getting to the end of it, I fully recommend.
I don't know what else to say about the fucking movie, dude. I could go into the whole discrepancies from the comics and be like, you fans are dumb. But like
the thing is, it's like, I want to tell people to go see it. If you see a lot of movies, definitely go see it.
Oh, yeah.
If you're like, oh man, what am I going to see before Endgame comes out? Go see fucking Shazam.
Well, I knew the
You know
guy.
what I mean?
I knew the guy that rang my ticket when I went. And how you doing, man? You still in school? Da, da, da. And he's like, "Where are you going to see Hellboy?" And I was like, "Dude, I heard, and I gotta see."
Yeah.
And that was it. Like, and that's the thing.
Be like, fuck you, dude. I know you can watch it for free. You're telling me you're not going to watch Hellboy?
This is a true classic bad film. Like, I believe it. I believe it, dude.
Then we're on the same page here. We have some disagreements of why it's good or bad.
Yeah.
But
well, I still adamantly disagree with you. It's awful. It's in no way defensible, but
it's not incompetent. I think it's not bad by design. It's literally just the man did not have the talent to fucking pull off his ambition.
Yeah, every time I ask,
incompetence isn't a word I would use.
It's like incompetence a perfect word.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he's incompetent. I think he doesn't have what it takes to pull off the ambitions of a good movie. On a high budget of this caliber.
Is that not an incompetence?
No. Because
so it's just a lack of talent.
It's a lack of talent
and ignorance. I guess is
incompetent in bad decisions or whatever. But incompetence,
and this movie's full of those.
Incompetence is like you can't even put together like a cohesive plot structure.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad or
Batman versus Superman.
Batman. Plenty of DC movies we could bring up, but or for instance,
SLC Punk 2.
Yes, there's plenty that are just like, no, you can't even make a comprehensible movie.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, or he's putting he's doubling down on the things that I think he can do.
Swear words, gore.
Yes, and that
really
is a bad
makeup.
decision, and he fails. But it's not out of incompetence.
Well, it's one of those movies that I see whenever I go, why is Robert Rodriguez still making movies? Yeah. And then I watch someone try to do Robert Rodriguez, which like the entire Mexico bit really made me think of Robert Rodriguez. And I was just like, oh, that's why. Because when someone else tries to do what he does, they suck. You know? It's he's really good at that grindhouse stuff, and that's really what I feel like they were trying to go for with this, that grindhouse
parts of it, yeah.
B-movie type of feel, and it doesn't capture the spirit and be a good movie at the same time. It's just a bad movie.
Yeah. Another example of incompetence versus just kind of failing and being bad. The Star Wars prequels, that's just incompetence. You barely wrote a script.
See, I think this is in there with Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
I think, because like, yeah.
Oh man.
But
anyway,
yeah,
but I would say go see it.
But
I don't know.
I can't say go see it. I take back what I said earlier, but I can't say don't go
watch
see it.
Yeah.
At some point, give it a look.
Like I said, if you watch a lot of movies, sure, but we have Endgame like a week away.
Yeah.
We have Shazam in theaters. It's like Pet Sematary. I don't know anything about it, but there's another movie.
I almost saw that. I almost saw that as well.
There's another movie you could go watch. It's hard to recommend this over other stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's like, I've seen everything in theaters right now.
If you're sitting at the kiosk and you're going Hellboy,
But if you're at the red box though, and you're like, should I get Hellboy? Fuck yes, you should get Hellboy.
If this is on Netflix or Hulu or whatever venue it ends up streaming on, and you're like, man, I'm gonna give this it's Hellboy. I didn't check that out. Give that a watch.
Oh yeah.
If you start it and you're startled by Ron Perlman's voice, you're watching the wrong Hellboy.
Nice. Yeah.
Because I think both of them are on there right now. I know 2 is. I don't know if 1 is.
I believe they are. Yeah. They are both on Netflix.
And the Guillermo del Toro's are good movies, but like I said, they still don't really get Hellboy. The thing is it's that Hollywood disconnect that happens a lot with a lot of these genre movies where they interpret blue collar to be dumb. Because in the comics, Hellboy's pretty fucking smart. Like, he knows what he's doing. And in the movies, he's kind of an oaf.
Yeah, and definitely in this one.
Oh, for sure. He's a petulant child through the whole movie.
Just, like, I don't know. There's parts that I really like. He's like, great. So I'm a demon and a Nazi. Thanks, Dad.
See, that's what's funny about the movie. We were talking about the humor. There are parts where I was just like, what? Oh, that was supposed to be a joke. And then I was like, oh, it's British humor. That's what it is. Because I think the guy's British. And then British people started doing it. And I don't know why. Maybe they're just not funny British people. But I was just like, no, that still doesn't land. And then that line came out and I was like, yeah, that's good. There was one that I actually laughed at. And I can't remember what it was. And it wasn't me laughing at drunk umbilical cord Ian McShane. This fucking movie.
Ian McShane is the ultimate stepdad.
He's the best stepdad.
Yes. We're in agreement on that, at least.
I can't grow a mustache. Because you're a pussy.
Yes. Well, yeah, I don't think I really have much else to say about that.
Hellboy, see it or don't.
See it or don't. Who cares? Who cares? But whatever. I've been upset coming out of a theater before. This is not one of those times.
And that was so crazy because I went in and about halfway through the movie, I was like, I'm going to be so fucking mad by the time this is over. And then I walked out and I was like, I'm not mad, but I'm not happy. What am I?
What am I?
What am I?
Yeah.
Need to go eat, figure out my life.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing? Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird fucking movie.
Well, other things happened over the weekend.
A couple things happened.
Besides Hellboy. Coachella was one of them. I don't have a lot to say about that.
I don't either.
This isn't a music podcast.
Yeah, we don't talk about music.
I did watch.
I don't even know who goes to Coachella anymore.
What? Tons of people.
No, I mean bands. I don't know what bands are playing.
Well, here, I'll give you the headliners. On Friday, it was Childish Gambino. It was off the chain. I did watch the whole Childish Gambino.
Didn't Idris Elba play or something like that? I saw something going around about Idris Elba DJing somewhere.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he's on a side stage. I don't know. Like I said, I'll tell you the headliners.
Okay.
Then Tame,
cool guy there.
Tame Impala was on Saturday. That's a weird one. And then Ariana Grande, the donut licking America hater, was Sunday. That's all I know. I watched Childish Gambino. Oh, and I watched Billie Eilish. She was on Saturday as well. She's a weird.
Damn it! I don't know who most of these people
are. It was all lit. AF.
I thought Ariana Grande was a Starbucks drink.
Oh my god!
Waka waka waka.
It was lit as AF, fam. Anyway, also Star Wars Celebration. Those overlapped, although I don't think that there was a lot of people who were like, which one?
There could have been, man.
I'm sure there was one, at least, but not a lot.
Yeah. Do I see Tame Impala?
Tame Impala.
Like
there's an Impala. You gotta tame that.
You gotta tame that thing, dude. Watch out, that V8 will get you.
It'll get you. Stupid. So, Star Wars Celebration happened.
I was proud of it.
We got panels and stuff that we didn't really watch, but we did see some of the trailers. So Star Wars Episode 9, and I'm going to get the title right because everybody's been getting it wrong. The Rise of Skywalker.
What are they calling it?
Everybody's been saying Rise of the Skywalker. Everybody that I've heard talk about it.
Why would they call it the Skywalker?
I don't know.
Because everybody's insisting that Rey is still a Skywalker?
I guess. I have no idea, but every time I've heard anybody talking about it, they say Rise of the Skywalker. And I'm like,
she's going to bring Luke back to life.
Not that I like them, probably. Clone Anakin. So not that...
Be the clone emperor.
Dude, I wish they would go wacky with it. No, I don't.
I was gonna say no, you don't.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. You get mad when they.
Not that I like the title very much. The teaser itself and the title
teaser wasn't very impressive.
Are just
cool stuff.
It is a teaser,
but I don't know. It didn't grab me as much as what are you doing? He's tugging at the sides of his mustache and pulling. Oh, stop doing that. Wobbling his jowls.
The title, I don't care for the title, and the teaser are both trying to just get people to endlessly speculate and battle each other online.
Oh, yeah.
It's trying to imply
a feeling, a look.
That there's some sort of like, oh, all those things you thought from the last one, they're all wrong. But also they probably aren't.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Snoke's not coming.
We
back.
know they're not.
Yeah, Snoke's not.
No, but we're never gonna hear about Snoke again.
I did like Poe rocking his Nathan Drakeiest outfit,
dude. Finally, my main.
It looks like Poe's gonna be doing something.
Yes, my main gripe, and I've told you, and I'm not into script fixing, but my main gripe with the last movie was that they took Poe, who was with Rey the whole Rey or he was with Finn or somebody else. Finn, Poe, all of them, they come in pairs, right?
Yeah.
Don't split them up.
No.
Put them with a new character that nobody fucking likes, which isn't any fault of the actress, by the way. You terrible, terrible people.
Yeah, people are pieces of shit.
So it's like, yes, Poe or Finn should have either been with Poe the whole time or he should have been with Rey the whole time.
That's how these movies work.
And now
there's the three mains.
Yes. And now this one...
Well, I mean, in defense of that, Poe was supposed to die in Force Awakens.
Yeah. True.
And he said, I'm not fucking dying.
He said, fuck you, I'm too cool.
So is my man Snap coming back?
Yeah, right. So I hope so. He probably, yes.
He has to. He has to.
Yeah, JJ's back. He's back.
He wasn't even in the last one.
No.
So he'll be away.
He was off on a mission. Yeah. So Poe and Finn together rocking it. Sounds awesome. Rey is going to be doing her thing, probably with the crew, as
flipping over TIE interceptors.
Yeah, doing cool stuff. So that's awesome because they fucked up hard on the last movie with having shit for Finn and Poe to do.
Pin and the Star Wars Pin and Teller.
Yes. Then they title it The Rise of Skywalker and put a line of dialogue at the end that's ambiguous and then have Ian McDermott do a laugh. And you're like...
I feel like they just have that on file.
Well, he came out. He came out after it played, I guess. And did some improv voice. So...
Hey, did he do the whole Loki thing with Tom Hiddleston from the Avengers panel?
Yes.
He comes out in the robe and everything. All of you are terrible.
I hope so. So they show cool stuff like, oh man, Kylo Ren fucking takes the dude down. I like that. And he welds his helmet back together.
Dude, that was a fucking cool ass shot with him fucking stabbing that dude
and just lifting him up and slamming him down. Yeah.
Kylo fighting with that saber is beautiful.
Oh yeah. Kylo Ren's the best. And the reason I don't show a lot of him is because this movie is mostly going to be about him.
Oh yeah.
People are always so pissed off about Rey. I'm like, this is going to be the Kylo movie. No doubt.
Do you think we're going to get, I don't want to speculate. Fuck.
No, endless speculation. They're asking us to.
I know.
They're asking us to. And they're trying to get people to be like, yes, look, they understand. The last one sucked. And then people who say the last one sucked are like, oh my God, they're going to bring back the Emperor. They have no new ideas. And I'm like, oh my God. We can't have nice things,
You
guys.
know what we should do for our screen for this one on YouTube? We should just put the title and then do red circles and arrows pointing all over the place.
Oh, absolutely. I have not watched any of those yet, but I look forward to it. People were talking no because they're so bad. I remember
I saw one where it was the shot of her looking at clearly the Death Star dish, and there's a big red circle with an arrow pointing at it.
Yes, we get it. It's the Death Star. Death Star 2, probably.
Yeah, it would have to be. I think it's.
But no, people did it for Solo, and people were pointing it out after people were picking this one apart. Like, remember in Solo when people were like, "Look, it's Slave One," and it was just a rock. Anyway, go ahead and pointlessly speculate, Josh. What were you gonna say?
Do you think it's going to be a redemption arc?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't want it to be a redemption arc. I want him to be irredeemable.
We've talked about it and they're going that way.
I know, but I don't want that.
But we've talked about it like he killed Han Solo.
Yeah, he killed Han Solo. He's done a lot of more fucked up shit.
Again,
and he doubled down on being a dick when he had the chance to be a good person.
Exactly. And that's why I think there's a possibility they won't do that.
Yeah.
That being said, that means the title of the movie would be referring to Rey. And that bums me out. Or because I wanted that theme to live on. Or that, like, isn't it all about the goddamn Skywalkers, you idiots?
Or
continue.
Rey bites it and Kylo wins.
That'd be awesome.
Like, yeah, what a great note to end Star Wars on.
That would
the Empire wins.
Awesome.
The bad guys are great.
You know who they didn't show in the trailer or the teaser?
Chewbacca.
They did.
They did.
He was with Lando.
Foxy Cleopatra.
He was Foxy. They didn't show Foxy Cleopatra. They didn't show Hux. And I just want to know what kind of hell Hux is living in.
I did not like the way they treated him in the last movie because Hux was my favorite in Force Awakens.
Yeah, he was a space Nazi.
Yeah, I love the believer. Like he's not in it for his own good or anything like that. He's out to fucking conquer the galaxy. He's a full-time believer in Snoke's mission. And the only thing that I liked from him in The Last Jedi was when Kylo has everything shoot at Luke, and he just goes, "Enough." Right. And he looks at him and goes, "Do you think you got him?" You know?
Yeah.
I thought that was great, but no, he's played for a joke in that one.
Yeah, well, and that's most of the humor in that movie falling flat, and him, being part of a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but genuinely, I would not, because I like the First Order of the Empire or anything. Didn't mean to cut you off there.
I think it'll be a redemption arc.
Okay.
I think that's where they're going with it.
See, I really want to see like Star Wars end on a sour note. I think that would be really cool.
It would be amazing, and people would lose their minds.
Oh, they'd be so pissed. They've ruined Star Wars. Because everybody's always ruining Star Wars, but they all go out in droves to watch it.
It's been ruined for years, man.
It's terrible.
They just can't stop ruining it.
You can't stop them from ruining it.
Yeah, I don't know. So the title, like I said, the title is cause for endless speculation.
Mm-hmm.
The Emperor thing is cause for endless speculation.
We didn't see Carrie Russell.
We did not see Carrie Russell. That's unfortunate. For a lot of reasons. So,
perv. I was going to say the same thing.
So,
Carrie Russell's hot, man.
I don't know. So, obviously, I'm going to watch the goddamn movie, so who cares? But I liked that they did some, like, kind of because they've been pretty down to earth with the melee fighting, and this one has somebody doing a spectacular Jedi move,
a crazy backflip over a somebody's trying to battlefront her.
Yeah, so that's fun. And like you said, it looks like the gang out doing adventures instead of one being on a ship and being mad that he doesn't know what's happening, and the other one being like, "God, I hate slavery."
Getting slavery explained to him.
Yeah. Just all the bad parts of that movie, you know what I mean?
The child soldier.
Yeah, all the bad parts
explained to
all
him.
the bad parts of that movie surround the side characters. So the fact that this one highlighted that the side characters are doing fun stuff.
You know what I wish?
Yes.
You know what I'm hoping for? You know who I want to see interact? I want to see R2 and fucking BB-8 chilling, making fun of 3PO.
I agree. It showed BB-8 with some other droids. So they got to make new merch, man.
Of course.
That's why Kylo's putting the helmet back on, but it's welded together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how long that took him to do? He smashed the shit out of that helmet.
He
I
did.
think the mouth.
And somebody
was
keeps
the only
picking it
part.
up.
Yeah.
Not him.
It's
Because
just-
he left it on the bridge on Star Killer Base. Somebody got it.
Well, those two dudes that he walked by, it was like, ready my ship. They got in the elevator like they wanted to. I'm like, oh God, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
That's true. It probably was them. Good point.
He might want it at some point and he won't choke us.
Yeah. That's just looking out for number one.
Yeah.
That was self-interest for them.
Oh, yeah. I just love the idea of these two dudes. No, that doesn't go there. You know, like get the super glue. You know, I got it all over my hands, man.
Dude, they never come unstuck. Yeah. So I don't like the title.
But it's got like a dash and like a hyphen on it. Super glue.
Yes. Like
Sorry, man, I'm stuck on that.
Like the Craggle. Yeah, I don't like the title. It's just cause for speculation. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna know what the hell it means by the end of it.
It's everybody's doing that. I don't know. Do those count as memes?
Yes.
When you do stuff like that, is that meme culture?
That's meme culture.
Yeah, all right. That's what I figured. Everything these days has some kind of crappy meme thing. Hellboy had a whole bunch of them.
Yes.
Marvel movies can't stop from doing them.
They can't help but do them.
Yeah.
That wasn't the only thing we got over the weekend though, because like that's really all I gotta say about that. Wow, it looks cool. It's gonna be Star Wars. I don't want to endlessly speculate because I'm gonna watch it no matter what.
I saw the cam footage because God forbid we get to see the Mandalorian stuff.
Yeah.
I saw the cam footage stuff that they did for the Mandalorian,
Yes.
and I am pumped on that.
Yes, I saw your tweet. My eyes have never rolled more.
I'm pumped up, Rodian. Dude, aliens I know are back, man. Rodians and Twi'leks are badass.
I heard you make a joke just earlier in the weekend of like, oh no, things we know from Star Wars. And you're making tweets like, things I know from Star Wars, finally. And I was just like, come on, man.
I was just wondering because like the main saga ones, like there's no aliens I recognize. And I was just like, what happened to these guys? And I've been saying that for a long time.
You have been.
I like those guys. Get off my back. I won't take any lip from you, sir.
To be fair, they were in Solo.
That's what I mean.
Because if you make
the main saga movies are not in the main saga movies.
So Force Awakens, you make a cantina scene and you go, should we fill it up with Rodians? And then the people who make that shit go, no, I want to make new cool stuff.
Oh, and they're cool. It's just there's such a drastic lack of these races that we know.
It's a big galaxy, Josh.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, Ryan. Let's just never do anything and listen to Ryan.
I like Rodians.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. Because who's to say they're not all just Greedo?
They aren't just, oh God. Okay, Twi'leks.
Who's to say they're not all Kit Fisto, which actually is a different race.
Twi'lek.
He's a different race.
Bib Fortuna, Slave Girl.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Number
her
2,
name.
the one that got eaten by the Rancor.
Yes.
And then I think in the special editions, one of the chorus singers is a Twi'lek.
She might be, yeah.
And then there was one in Attack of the Clones. No,
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. I
Ahsoka
think she was
Tano.
in. She's not a Twi'lek.
Ahsoka Tano?
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she?
She's got the weird thingies, but yes. I don't know if you know about Ahsoka Tano.
Yes, Anakin Skywalker trained her.
Yeah, okay. We're good.
You sent me that goddamn video again.
It's just fresh on the brain. It's fresh on the brain right now. Anyway, I totally agree with you. They're setting a scene, and it's the old Sky. Well, that's what I wonder. I wonder if these races are more known in the Outer Rim and the kind of scummy areas. You know what I mean?
Well, I made the joke in the tweet. I made the joke in the tweet about them getting wiped out by the First Order.
Yeah.
I wonder if there were races that were genocided. Yeah, wiped out by the First Order, and I wonder if that was a thing.
Yeah,
that would be deplorable, and befitting a galactic evil.
But yeah, jokes aside, done making fun of you. Yeah, I feel like it really does kind of set the scene when it's like we know kind of what the scummy Tatooine area is like, who's hanging around, and you see a Greedo,
The
and you're
look
like,
of
ah,
it, God, the thing that sucks is everything's so shitty because it's all cam footage and stuff. But like
some of the stills though, have
I
come
like,
out.
yeah, the stills are
Official
fantastic,
stills,
and
yeah.
it's all one of my favorite practical special effects studios, Legacy. You know, and I love their stuff. They do great. They did all the stuff for Pacific Rim.
Mm-hmm.
They did all the stuff for like Hellboy and stuff. They're fucking great. If you guys are hiring, I have no real skills, but I would love to work for you.
Perfect. They're listening.
Oh yeah, of course they are. But no, I like there's a lot more. They've actually got like there was a whole behind the scenes special where they've actually got ship models that they're spinning around on pivots and stuff like that. So and then they're putting them into digital. And
they're going for a look.
And I think that's great because they're using that classic style of Star Wars filming, and they're applying it to modern because like it fits in the budget. You know?
And I was going to say, and what's so beautiful about it is it actually works for television, but also does classic Star Wars look. It's beautiful.
And I'm hoping it's an episodic type of thing where he goes on a hunt each episode or something like that.
We'll see. Yeah,
I
don't know.
Two-parters and stuff. I don't want some big sweeping story arc. I want.
No, it's definitely a show. I just don't know if they're going to dump the whole thing on there at once.
Yeah, I hope that because
like
I'm talking about like the classic like Quantum Leap type of thing where it's like every episode.
You don't you don't want it like to be a season storyline.
No, I mean maybe have like one plot line that slowly develops over the time, but for the most part it's these episodic adventures, kind of like how Firefly did it. I was
about to say Firefly,
yeah,
for sure. I'm super excited for it.
I am very.
It's coming out 2 or 3 days before then Jedi Fallen Order comes out.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah.
Wall running confirmed. Definitely a Respawn.
Wall running. Exactly. But it is third-person melee action game.
I am very. So I'm wondering if it's going to be kind of like that not Darkstalkers. That's the fighting game. Darksiders.
Yeah.
Darksiders type where you're more fluid type of combat.
It's just we always made the jokes like, oh yeah, they're gonna make another first-person shooter because Respawn's doing it, but they said third-person melee action game.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna get kind of a Darksiders Force Unleashed type of combo going, and it because it looks. From the cinematic, that's what sucked the most.
It is rendered.
I was hoping to see a little gameplay.
E3 is only a couple months away, man.
Yeah.
So that's when they're going to show gameplay off. But it was rendered in Unreal Engine, and I'm going to get a little bit inside baseball, a little too much into the gaming space here.
Are you gonna talk about?
But
Frostbite?
It makes absolutely no sense that they take Respawn, the multiplayer shooter guys, and go make whatever Star Wars game you want, single player only, use Unreal Engine, we have to pay royalties on it, who cares?
Well, I can get a little
BioWare, you guys are going to make our live service game and you have to use Frostbite and you have to make it in 12 months because you didn't even know what game it was going to be until 12 months before it came out.
Oh dude, no, you're wrong there. The insistence on Frostbite, that's BioWare management, not EA,
because they don't have to pay royalties on it through EA. Because it's EA's in-house engine that DICE developed. Okay. So, because you didn't read the whole article that came out about what was going on at BioWare, right?
I read, dude, it was like
it's a lot.
1,400 words.
A lot to take in. So, fucking.
I read most of it. And I got distracted.
EA literally pulled people off of the game because they needed them, because they knew Frostbite, to go and finish the FIFA game that they were making in Frostbite, because this is the first time they were making it in Frostbite.
But BioWare was still overworking their people before that.
Yes, absolutely, because they didn't have a game. And then they made a fake trailer. So that trailer that we first saw at E3 was fake. And they were like, this is the game we're making. You have 12 months to make it. Good luck. Yeah. All of the they had developed and thrown shit out and developed.
I don't want
to. But it's so weird.
Maybe it's because I'm tired of EA being the whipping boy all the time. They're bad.
Yes,
they are bad. But I feel like BioWare shares a really large chunk
absolutely.
of the blame
but BioWare has been a an EA in-house developer for quite some time.
Oh yeah, since Mass Effect 2.
Respawn was working on their own through Titanfall and Titanfall 2, and only recently became owned by EA.
Yeah.
But it's just funny. They're like, no, you like, I don't know. BioWare management and EA management are not too far away.
I think
from
the success of Apex has lent
but they've been working, but they've been working on this game forever. You know what I mean? And and Apex still runs on Source 2 engine, so it's like, I don't know. It's just really weird that like one developer, because it is true. Maybe BioWare was like, no, we're going to use Frostbite, but they're like, no, we have to make FIFA and Madden and Frostbite and stuff. They're like really trying to push their own engine, so they don't pay royalties. But then
and it really only works.
But
in
Respawn,
Battlefield and Battlefront.
Respawn, they cancel a million Star Wars games. They canceled Amy Hennig's that was supposed to be a single player game. This is a single player game, and it runs on Unreal. And everybody's like, okay, cool. And they like tweet out shit like, no loot boxes, no microtransactions. It's like, bro, you are the guys who made that problem. You have to be making fun of somebody else, not yourselves when you tweet that out.
Yeah, exactly. You can't act like you fixed the problem that you made.
And EA is the whipping boy, but EA as a whole is a lot more complicated than here's EA and here's BioWare. They're all kind of...
Yeah, I guess I just remember the days when everybody was like Activision, and it's
well, that's still right now.
Yeah, is that still going on?
Well, they just laid off like 800 people or something like that.
Didn't they?
No, Bungie left.
Bungie left. That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, Jedi Fallen Order. Back to nobody being what I was talking about. Nobody's able to have nice things.
What's wrong with that game?
Oh, I'm going to tell you. So, it's awesome. We finally get a single player our first single player like third person action game, which it's like they should have cranked out 20 of these by now.
And a bunch of other types of games.
Yeah, or yes.
Anyway, we did that before.
Role playing, whatever. They
role playing, racers, all kinds of shit. Strategy games.
Finally, it's here. Yeah, it's some blonde white guy Jedi. Like, ugh, seen it before.
Oh my god. Are we really gonna bitch about
So boring. Ugh, how boring. We get it. He's a Jedi. Yeah, I've seen Luke Skywalker before.
All right.
Yeah, so
you're never blonde? I thought he was bald.
No. He's got long flowing hair. He's got a high and tight.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the kid from Shameless.
Okay.
Looks exactly like him. He played not the Joker in Gotham as well. I forget what they called him. I thought that was the guy from
the Maze Runner movies with the huge eyebrows.
Huge eyebrows. No, it's the guy from Shameless. Anyway.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. But the mocap looks really good because it looks exactly like him. I realized it was him before they even started talking about it.
Yeah, no, the cinematic looked really good. I'm reserving judgment until I see some gameplay, but I'm with you. I'm excited to see a new Star Wars game. Why do we have to pick everything apart?
Yeah, even if it's not great,
I get it.
It's already still. I'm going to run around with a lightsaber and chop shit up.
And I agree. Diversity is important. We need to start doing more.
I don't even think it's about diversity so much. I'm sure there are people singing that, but there's people just like, what a boring concept. And I'm just kind of like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what do you guys want to go back to Battlefront 2 for the rest of our lives? Because that's all we're getting.
What a boring, what a played out thing. And I'm like, really? The in between 3 and 4 episodes 3 and 4 is actually not that well developed at all.
No,
but whatever.
I think it's really fucking cool.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going to be a Jedi. Who doesn't want to just run around and smash stuff with a lightsaber? If the story's whatever, the story's whatever.
That was the whole selling point of Unleashed back in the day, was just like,
Yeah, and this is
you get to blow stuff up with the Force and stuff.
Yeah, and this is going to actually, control well and stuff. Probably.
Well, yeah. Well, it's funny because at that time, Unleashed 2, I think the biggest complaint was just it's 2 hours long.
Yeah.
But it controls so much better because it was way better than the first one.
I was going to say, I played a little bit of the first one. I was like, I can't.
First one's really bad, and the port was terrible.
I liked playing the Obi-Wan game on Xbox more than I liked playing Force Unleashed.
Obi-Wan game was real fun.
You had the right stick did all of the lightsaber moves.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bad game.
Mm-hmm. Jedi Academy was probably my favorite. I love
Jedi
that
Academy
one.
was good too.
What was the other
See, that's the
one?
thing. When there's a lot of games, some of them aren't that great, but you're like, whatever. It was the one where I went around as a Jedi and shot at stuff. You know? Like, it sucks that all the weight of EA's owning this is like on this game because it's the only one other than Battlefront that's going to come out.
Yeah, ever.
Ever. Yeah, they're done for good. But even if it's not that great, at least there was a single player fucking
somebody took a
third-person
shot.
game.
Somebody
yeah.
took a shot on something that wasn't Battlefront.
Mm-hmm.
EA let it happen.
But people wanted to complain about that as well.
I don't go in for that.
I thought that's exactly what I was like. Yeah, that's exactly what the first game they're going to come out with is going to be. Like, why would they make something
like 16?
They're playing it safe. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna blame them for that. Yes, they should bring back like an awesome third-person shooter, a bounty hunter game or something like that. Mm-hmm. That would be awesome. But guess what? They make 1 year a decade. They make one game a decade now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm looking forward to it, and fuck everybody on the internet.
For sure.
Except for our fans. Our fans are great.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Yeah. So I'm excited. A lot of Star Wars stuff coming up. So we're going to see Mandalorian, then be able to play that game, and then like a month later, go and see the end of the Star Wars saga before we get a million other sagas.
Yeah, right.
Because Ryan
Johnson's is still coming.
Ryan Johnson's is still coming, and I think they were saying that the Game of Thrones guys were making their own, but now it looks like they might be working. He might be making one, and then they make the sequel or something that might be happening. We'll see.
I think that Ryan Johnson would be better served starting his own and finishing his own.
I was gonna say, coming up with his completely original idea, making the movie, and then ending it. Not making a sequel to another movie that needs to lead into a third movie.
Yeah.
He needs to establish the characters he wants and then focus on them, because that's what he did in The Last Jedi, and the stuff that he cared about was great.
Oh yeah,
and the stuff that he just went, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because the stuff with Kylo and Rey and Luke is
top notch,
just awesome, and everybody else he's
like, solidified Kylo Ren as like one of the most interesting characters in the Star Wars cinema.
Oh yeah, he delivered on the promise of Kylo that was there in the first movie
for sure. And
Kylo's
then he had other characters run around and do nothing, and
he had
slow speed chase.
I was gonna say he had ships chase each other at like a mile an hour, which is
with
like
no real
really
sense
hard to
of
do
time
in space.
passing. Yeah.
And then they went to a casino planet, and she lectured him on what slavery is, which I think is very, very
even
funny.
In universe doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's what I mean. My whole thing is like you are aware that he's a child soldier, right? Like someone stole him and made him a slave. Like they brainwashed him. Like, do you not know? How come no one else is addressing this?
He was kind of woke, but now he's ultra woke.
Now he's super woke.
I like making fun of that movie.
It's fun.
And I really like that movie.
I know. You liked it a lot more than I did. You like it a lot more than
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I like it more than
actually, I had to have a conversation.
Of the Jedi.
You son of a bitch. Actually, I had to have a conversation with that movie, and the guy did not like what I had to say because, like, I was like, it's a mess. And he was just like, oh, it's the word. And he started going on his rant. And I was like, I still kind of liked it. And he was like, what could you like about it? And I was like, oh my God.
Whoa, relax.
Yeah, dude, chill, man.
Chill out. Wow.
Holy crap. I think I made him more mad too, because I was like, it's just a movie, right?
But you know what? It was nice that Solo came out in May, right? And then now we've had like a year to breathe.
Yeah.
And now it's like, all right, new movie, new shows, new video game. And I'm like, hell yeah, Star Wars again. And then other people are mad. And it doesn't bother me though. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said after Force Awakens, where I was just like, okay, now let's just back off for a while. It takes some time. And everybody was like, nope. And I'm like, no. And that's what makes me nervous about that, to get off topic a bit here. The whole Disney being like, we're still going to do Aliens and Planet of the Apes movies and stuff. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
No, don't.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that. I think it
We
was.
did.
I think it was more of them trying to assure people that their favorite franchises that they just acquired
Yeah.
aren't disappearing forever.
Yeah, but still, like that still makes me nervous, dude.
But at the same time, Disney acquires a property, and they're like, time to start making some money.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
So you're probably right.
You know, and I'm just like, ugh, no, War of the Planet.
I mean, whatever.
Apes was
Keep the
great.
fucking alien movies coming, man.
They're so
bad,
bad.
and we like them apparently. So
Covenant, we like Covenant. We still hate Prometheus. You're still mad at me about Prometheus.
No, I hate Prometheus. So whatever. Bring it on. Bring it all on. Bring the movies. I don't care. Bring them on.
You're gonna make me watch them,
And you're gonna have to watch them. And if they're bad, I won't admit they're bad. No, I'm just kidding. What's the last movie I made you watch that was really bad?
Oh fuck.
I'll think about that.
Dude, I know what it was.
Okay.
Fucking Skyscraper.
Oh, so I didn't make you watch it. I put it on. You could have left. You could have just left.
I offered.
And also, is it really that bad? Is Skyscraper that
Here
bad?
we go. Yes.
Okay, as somebody who actually watched it and wasn't on their phone the whole time.
That's how bad that movie was.
I never looked at my phone. I was engaged.
Oh my god.
All right.
I don't need to watch a shitty Die Hard ripoff.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah, it was bad. All right. Well,
Rampage. No, we both wanted to watch Rampage.
yeah.
God,
True.
no, I can't remember what the last one was that you snuck up on me and then fucking were like, you can't.
Most times I back down because I'm just like, ugh, I have to do it to myself then, too.
Yeah.
I think the last one I was like, no, we're going to go see it. Would have been like Ghostbusters. And we didn't, and we still haven't watched it.
I have.
The new Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
That's right. You did bring that up.
I did watch
You
it.
did bring it up. Well, I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
So we'll see. The year's still young. Plenty to see that could be bad.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's about going to do it.
Now about doer.
You can find us on all major podcasting apps, including Google Podcasts, iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify.
Yeah,
we are
on Spotify now. I saw us the other day.
Absolutely. So at us. We are at Mighty Movie Pod on Twitter because that makes sense.
Again, leave us a rate, leave us a review.
Rate,
wherever
review,
you listen.
smash that like button, whatever. We're also on YouTube. You can watch this if you feel like it on there. There's nothing there, but you can watch it.
if you don't have like an audio app or whatever, give us
it's the Mighty Movie Pod, but our channel is Mighty Fish Productions. Same with Twitch, twitch.tv/Mighty Fish Productions. Never go there. And that'll amount to it. My name, we'll be back with something, but then we'll be back again.
Well, let's fucking watch Pet Sematary. I
Yes.
wanted to see that.
I agree. And then we'll be back again with the biggest movie of the year until the next one. Avengers
3.
Stepdad. Dude. Daddy's Home 3.
Daddy's Home 3.
Daddy's Home 3.
Oh, it's called Stepdad. Probably because I keep thinking Step Brothers.
Probably. Biggest movie of the year. Shit, I had one in my brain. Now it's gone.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. There's something really bad coming out this year.
Oh.
Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic
the Hedgehog.
Well, did you see the trailers at the beginning of Hellboy? Because I caught them.
I saw one.
There's one that's just like, you know what's funny? When little kids take the swear words.
Yes. So yeah, I guess Seth Rogen and them are making a new one.
They should have learned after Sausage Party.
Where they're like, oh, the kid from Room is gonna make dirty jokes, and there's gonna be adult.
It was funny because I was looking at the kids and I was like, okay, so this is a flashback, and that's obviously Doug Judy. I can't think of his real name right now, but he's fucking hilarious. And I was like, and the other kid, I was just like, that's gonna be like the guy from Workaholics or something,
yep.
or Jake Johnson. And then I was like, oh no, this is the whole movie.
The whole movie, kids getting into shenanigans.
Oh no.
South Park was 25 years ago, guys.
Yeah, right.
But
little kids swearing is funny.
You're a little late to the party. Even they know that's not enough to hold a show anymore.
All right.
So
They've been trying to get out of that for a while now. I saw an interview where they were just like, we're tired of making the show.
Yeah, but they also say, but as long as you're gonna pay us, we're
Exactly.
gonna keep doing
Yeah. We're gonna keep doing it. You keep paying. Anyway, we're wrapping it up.
We'll have something next week, and then we'll be back with the biggest movie of the year. And we'll see if it lives up to the hype, or if I can even see it that weekend.
Dude, are you still trying?
I've seen a couple. There's been a couple seats for showings I'm looking at, but I really need to nail down when I can see it.
Yeah.
I have a lot going on that weekend, which is stupid. I should just cancel all those plans. Avengers is more important.
This is our livelihood.
This is our livelihood here. We get paid no money.
We get paid so much no monies.
We will see you next time. I'm Ryan.
I'm still
Goodbye.
Josh. You just talked over me.
You don't get your time.